We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames. Today we have Mercury and Leo, which is trine Saturn and Aries, and this is very, very positive for healing any type of communication wounds, blocks, or barriers, and opening things up, and also clearing karmic cycles, which is really, really big for twin flames. So we're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, divine feminine, divine masculine, to see what is going on. We're going to start with a reading for the divine feminine side of things. Remember, this is just a general collective reading, so only take what resonates for your specific situation. This is why I recommend doing one-on-one sessions with me as often as you need them, whether you're just trying to shift things, if you've run into issues, you're stagnant, not progressing, I can always help you with that. I am an energy healer. I have a ton of healing sessions on my website. I have a ton of clearings, activations. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great for helping you through the process. So if you're needing me, just go ahead and book me on my website and let's dive in and see what is going on for you guys. Okay, so Divine Feminine Collective. Today is a Lyran porthole or a Lyran gateway, so it's bringing a lot of light and energies and also light codes. This is very, very positive for healing you, your template, and your situation. So Divine Feminine Collective, Divine Masculine. If you're watching, direct messages from your feminine. I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. And I was like literally just getting a message where someone was literally just telling me they feel their twin flame. You will feel your twin flame, whether this is something you're consciously aware of that you're picking up on, especially their emotional state, feelings, and things they're going through, or even unconsciously you're not aware of that, you still are. You're always exchanging energy, most of all, with this person, and so you're probably picking up on things. Divine Feminine definitely is, as you are awakening and working on your ascension or working towards your ascension, and that is the goal of twin flame, to come back into union and even reunion with your own soul through this union with your person. You're probably becoming more sensitive to the energies. This could be collective energies, planetary energies, the collective fields, or even energies coming into the planet, but specifically you're feeling your divine masculine. This could mean that you're getting messages. For some of you guys, divine feminine, stay open. The people around you are going to help you with your situation. And so when you guys are, I don't want to say cutting off and closing off all the people around you. Some people, and this is a real message and situation happening, some of the people around you are being divinely guided as helpers to help you come into union. And you're probably going to notice that, because I know that when people go into separations, that a lot of times they say, you know, people may have played a part in that. Not all the time, but they could have. People around you may have played a part in that. It could be people came out of nowhere and got in between you and caused some type of rift. This is common with third parties, but not always. It could be just friends, coworkers, whatever it is. And then you'll see that the reverse is true. When you're ready for union, the universe is going to align the people around you to help in some type of way. So stay open to the universe using the people around you to help you out of this situation. And it just kind of depends. So for some people, this is a message if you're navigating separation. Okay, I'm trying, and I can never see over here, so I don't want it to be too bright. I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger, and I can't control them. So, and I know probably it's a little bright. So you're on their mind, and we're going to get into that because we have a lot of mental energy. I just say like third eye energy today that's coming up. And so you know that this person is on your mind, and we're going to get into that because they're triggering things. We'll get into that a little later in the reading. But you're thinking about your divine masculine all of the time, and things are coming up. So as you're thinking of someone, they can always sense it. They feel it. Like you can't sit. We have person A, divine feminine reading. We have person A, and you can't think about this person. Even if they just pop into your mind for a second, you're sending an energy signal. And this person's picking up on it. And you're also going to come to their mind. And so I always remind you as twin flames that if you're thinking about this person, if you want this person, they do too. There's always that mirroring nature of things. Make sure you're taking care of your physical body right now. I think this is so, so important as we're handling huge influxes of energy, light, and a huge transition like never before, that you're getting down to the basics. And this could be just how we had a lot of focus on your daily routine, how you're doing your daily routine, the foods that you're eating, what you're putting into your body, but also make sure that you're moving around and grounding. These are all ways we can take care of ourselves. we're having to integrate these light codes into the physical. And so this becomes a very physical process as we're upgrading our physical, I call it a vessel, physical body, or our blueprint energetically, but also our physical body, very connected. So make sure that you're taking care of your physical body. You might be guided to write things. This could be literally journaling. When I do the twin flame coaching with you guys, I love to give you journaling prompts to go deeper within yourself and within the connection. So this could be literally writing down. I wrote down a lot of, from start to finish, my twin flame experience. I wrote it all down. I don't know why. I'm being guided to write some more on it too. And so I wouldn't have probably seen some of the process coming, but I wrote it down. I don't know why I felt guided to write down some stuff. You might feel guided to write down parts of your story or different things like that too. So these energies today, lots of Lyran light codes coming in as we have that Mercury in Leo, and then also that Saturn in Aries. And this is bringing a push of karmic energies to the surface. We all have karmic baggage that we are here as Ascension to let go of and to drop. Oftentimes twin flames unintentionally stir it up to the surface. There's some type of karmic push of energies coming up for you. This could mean old stuff coming up again. Sometimes we think we've healed old layers and they resurface. It just depends on why too. Okay, you're being guided to really work on your solar plexus today. Is going through a huge purge and release of old traumas and things being stored there as you're integrating new higher frequency energies, and it's helping you to tap into your spiritual gifts, which is really, really important during this time too. So make sure that you're doing some type of solar plexus card. So we have the prison wave. We have self-sabotage and poverty consciousness. Some of you guys are really hung up on money issues, which are affecting your relationship and vice versa. Sometimes when we're not feeling great in our relationships, it can affect our finances. And I always talk a lot about the sacral chakra being very connected to our energy state, how we're vibrating, the relationships that we're attracting or we allow in our life or in our frequency or in our field, and also our finances. You're here to heal that. Some of this might be family imprints and things from your past. It just depends that are surfacing. It could be hidden worries, because we have this card coming up again with the divine masculine side of things. So you're mirroring each other. You're stressed about money, and so are they in some type of way, or you're needing to heal your finances. Some people are, I don't want to say it, stuck at the bare minimum and okay with that. And I was like channeling or tapping into this earlier, where if your bar is here and this is just what you're used to in the 3D, so many people are not aware of how to level up into the 5D, and they're just okay in the 3D frequency, and that's all that they'll do in this lifetime. But we have the chance to really upgrade all areas of our life, and to upgrade our frequency and to really, really hold so much more and to do so much more with our lives. So if you've been stressed and worried about money, really healing that. You guys know I have a ton of energy healings for helping you to heal your love life and helping you to heal financially, because we have the Knight of Pentacles, and this card is in reverse. So we know that this person is maybe more worried about money, and this could be then the relationship, or they're just stressed and, on their own, stressed about finances, and we have a lot of pressure. And the solution sometimes might be really healing in these areas or getting creative. Some people are going to make some big shifts in these areas to be feeling better. So this could indicate, and especially with the divine masculine side, some of them are maybe switching fields of work or looking for other areas, or needing to release attachments. This was a big thing today around money and things like that too, or wounds around money or whatever it is. So there's something coming up financially in this reading that may be affecting your union as well too. We have the Sun Dancers, joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance. So we've integrated the energies of the solstice. You're probably literally just getting back to normal after integrating these very high frequencies. And this is a time to celebrate, as we're very connected with the energies of the sun as we continue to move through the summer, and we're headed towards, we have the Sirius gateway from the 3rd to the 7th, which prepares us for the Lion's Gate. And so we have a lot of solar energies still, and a lot of galactic energies that we can be tapping into. This is the Chest Queen, trust and strategizing. Make sure that you're trusting your process. And I love the tarot. You notice that. And I feel that we can go through archetypes. I was having a chat with my own twin flame about soul archetypes the other day, and how we tend to attract the same soul archetypes over and over on our journey. You clear out one person and the next comes in and they're the same archetype. And I do feel this comes down to unconscious energy imprints, why it's so important that we're healing our energy field, or we continue to attract the same thing. And or even seeing these archetypes replay historically through, you know, the way many different eras. I was talking about that, even like God and Goddess ones and things like this. So we have these soul archetypes, and many of you guys are needing to heal your energy or your energy field so that you can collapse out some of these, I call them projections and soul archetypes, that may be kind of getting in the way of your union. It could be how you're seeing things, or actual, you know, traits and stuff that you're attracting. It just kind of depends. So some of you guys are feeling impatient. This is the shadow side of the feminine. Once again, you might be feeling impatient, haven't fully put in the work. It just kind of depends, because you have a lot of fear and anxiety that's coming up. And I love this card because sometimes with Nine of Swords, it's like late at night when no one's around. You could be fine all day, you're busy, and then at night it's like, okay, you're stressed, you're worried. And I love this card because usually it's about nothing. It's the mental energy of it too, and healing something mentally. This could be bad dreams, you know, mental imbalance. It just kind of depends. So make sure that you're not stressing and worried about nothing. Get a mentor. This is what you should do if you need help with your process. That's what I'm here for too, to help you through this process. Obviously real good at it. Like, I've been doing this for a while, and I can help you get through it so much better, because it is contingent on healing certain things too. So with this card, some type of, we'll say, financial stress coming up that's affecting union. And then, of course, we have the stress and the worry on the hidden level, on the mental level. Maybe you're aware of it, maybe not so much. It brings up old fears. And I feel it doesn't matter if you're in union, because it's a reading for people in separation or union. Some of you guys in union are going through another layer of that too, where you're really close to this person. Maybe some of you guys, Divine Feminine, are worried about, what if this doesn't work out? What if I get hurt again? And this is the layer of fear that's coming up during this time too. So we have some type of, we'll say, ego-based fear and worrying and stress. You might be spending a lot of your time stressing about this connection on some type of level, or whatever it is. These things are coming to the surface so that you can heal and clear them. So clearing that if you're dealing with that. And let's just go ahead and do a quick reading for the Divine Masculine side of things. If this reading helped you, make sure you drop a comment or say, hey. I never know. I stopped making them, right? If these readings are getting to you and you're appreciating them, just say something, right? Or whatever. So I never know on my end. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a reading for the Divine Masculine to see what is going on. Divine Masculine Collective, Divine Feminine, if you're watching, direct messages from your masculine. You were the love of my life. I didn't figure that out before. Now I know it's true. They know that you're their person, and that could be also the root of their fear. And having to work through certain things. Twin Flame is all about working through the blocks that keep you apart, whatever they are. And a lot of people don't understand that if there has been a separation or disagreement or coming apart, I call it coming apart, that space is, those are the issues that have come up that need worked through. So there's some type of issues that you're working through in union, working on things too. And having done a lot of healing and maybe having things surface during this time. Being away from you hurts like hell. I didn't realize it would be this difficult. Okay, so we have this person, they're activating and connecting more spiritually from this experience. Sometimes these purges that we go through, people don't understand them on the 5D level. They might not understand what's happening. They just feel moody, grumpy, energy rising up, old stuff coming up, a lot of thoughts. And it's stuff clearing out of our energy system so that we can better connect with Source. So this person is connecting more spiritually. They're tuning in more, and they're receiving a lot of messages about their Divine Feminine. Okay, this is a past life connection. We know that with Twin Flame. You have a lot of soul history together. And Divine Masculine is getting glimpses into this. They might know that. They might just kind of sense this. There's some type of soul contract here. It's playing out as it should. And a lot of people don't understand that. And especially if people are not very awakened, I hate to say that on this video, but especially if you guys are not fully on that 5D level, you are spiritually awakened, or you're not fully awakened, this is here to help you to do the work on yourself. And it highlights areas you might be needing to really work on yourself. So there is some type of soul contract in place between you both. And I also want to remind you, it isn't just for that space in between. It's actually to come into union together, by the way. So this is part of your agreement to meet into this life, to do the work, to heal, and to come into union, but also to do some type of mission together. And I love this card too, because we have a lot of Lyran energy, and it's reminding you of what you came here to do with your twin flame, some type of spiritual mission work. And this might be apparent. Maybe some of you guys are on that mission. Maybe some of you guys not so much. You're meant to come into this union for more than the 3D. We look at 3D relationships as very karmic in nature and a little bit different. This is a higher soul connection or soul agreement to help you with your awakening and with your healing. And maybe sometimes it's highlighting things or showing you, or my favorite, acting as a mirror for you. This person is acting as a mirror when they're showing you their wounds or whatever it is. They're showing you your own issues and things like that too. So Divine Masculine, choose the path of least resistance. And I love this because this card has the 8-8 on it, which is the Lionsgate portal, which I keep talking about a lot because we're already anchoring in those light codes and everything kind of builds. And this Lionsgate is going to bring a very, very powerful energy. So this will indicate some type of big shifts coming at you for the 8-8 portal, and it being very symbolic for you, Divine Masculine. We have the Rainbow Prince, compensation and perseverance. And so make sure that you're working through your own process. Actually, Twin Flame is here to help you to work on yourself the most. And when you're working on yourself, this is where you see the most benefits. This is how you come into union. So we have the Sacred Union, which is partnership and romance. And then we have the Camel Boy, small steps and asking for help. And I love this because I put this on my last video, well, a couple of videos ago. I was like, get help if you need it. That's what I'm here for. I have tons of spiritual services to help you with your spiritual awakening, with your ascension. I help you heal all areas of your life. Obviously, I have an interest in your love life, right? So get help if you need it, especially if you're needing a shift, because we have the Four of Swords, and this is like some of you guys are taking time to really heal yourself, heal your heart, gather your strength and your power back. And like this is like needing to meditate, regroup, rest, and before restarting something. So I love this because this is like my healing chamber or healing temple, or needing to heal. So we have the Divine Masculine, and so many of the Divine Feminines I've seen were like pushy, manipulative, right? Or whatever, doing things to try to move this union, and it didn't work because the Divine Masculine had to heal too, okay? And they have things that they're healing from. And a lot of the Divine Feminine, your eyes have been opened and you're seeing more clearly your Divine Masculine, and maybe the things they're struggling with, the wounds that they carry, the blocks that they've had to be dismantling and moving through. And so you're seeing things clearly, and so is the Divine Masculine too. They're seeing themselves, they're becoming more aware, reflecting, and even choosing themselves during this time. So we have the Star in reverse, and this is my Destiny card. It's very universe. Some of you guys have given up on this situation. It's like not having faith. It's really giving up on the universe, because this is where our faith is. And so you may need to work on your spiritual connection, your spiritual faith. And this is anxiety and limiting beliefs getting in the way, and not having faith and trust in yourself and what you're capable of. And the solution to that is personal empowerment and learning these things, right? And translating it into your life. And so maybe this connection has stirred up some type of, well, I could say underlying or hidden anxiety, negative thoughts and negative beliefs. They will come in the lower states, especially if you're not in alignment with this person, or you're out of alignment. It's that easy. Stuff comes to the surface, and that stuff was there anyways. I describe it like you have a really, really clear lake, we'll call it, a clear body of water, clear river or lake, and you throw something in it and all the mud comes to the surface and clouds it up, and there's stuff underneath. And this is why we need to heal from the root up, because we hold a lot of stuff in the lower. And so this connection is meant to trigger and stir things up. Actually, it's not meant to trigger you, but if you have the triggers, they're going to come up. And so it's going to show you areas you need to still work on. And we're all here to do that self-work. And when we do the self-work, everything's peaceful and calm with the universe. And when we're not, okay, this is where we get thrown something to like catalyze us and kick us into gear, which is never fun. So the more that we are committing to our inner union and doing that work, the easier time that we have too. Because when I have this card upright, it is allowing the universe to guide you to your destiny. You're in tune with the universe. There's some way that you're out of alignment. Now, this is with yourself, but this will be reflected in your union. And that if you're not in your highest energy, frequency, or alignment, it's throwing the union off in some type of ways. This is a very powerful destined spiritual connection, but it requires us to step out of a lot of old programming to really come into alignment. So for the divine masculine side, you're healing old wounds and letting go of old stuff. You've been like in your healing bubble, or should be, right? And getting in a higher frequency, in a higher alignment, will help to make you feel better, but will also help you with shifting this into your union. Or if you're in a union, getting in a deeper alignment with your twin flame, in a deeper resonance with your twin flame. Maybe you're feeling a little out of balance lately. This card can kind of indicate. Okay, I'm going. And then anyways, I just wanted to do a very quick reading today and to say hi. Sending you guys a lot of love and good energies. If you guys need me, just go ahead and book me on my website. I have so much good stuff on there. I have everything through the end of July up there. I'm sorry, the end of June up there, and then we're going to kick off July, right? So I have everything as we're wrapping up. My favorite, we're in the last 72 hours. I'm a little off with that, but yeah, basically we're in the last couple of days of the month, and we're going to wrap up June and move into July, which is going to kick off with a very, very fast moving energy. So it feels a little like we're integrating the energies and slowing down for a couple days, and working on our healing, and then we're going to kind of integrate the next wave, right? So make sure that you are tapping into these energies. If you're dealing with any type of karmic cycles, outside attachments, third party stuff, really, really amazing energies for clearing that today and doing some type of energy work. But have a beautiful day. If you need me, go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com.